The wall mist system is a very simple system in that it only has 3 nozzles, goes back to a high pressure pump, high pressure hose. Typically on a drop ceiling, you're dropping that down from a drop ceiling and then making it look very nice and clean. Typically with white high pressure hose. We've got a filter as well with it, a high pressure filter before the water comes into the nozzles. The nozzles and the whole assembly is about 1.5 feet below the ceiling. So even if it's a 10-foot ceiling, it'll be hanging about 8 feet along the wall, because you want it out of the way and you want to have nice flash evaporation of the mist as it comes out into the area. You can have several different nozzle sizes. Typically for a lot of our drop ceilings, we're going to use what we call our smallest nozzle, about 1/2 gallon of water an hour, so that it has the best chance for good flash evaporation into the area. It's scalable. You can have several of these in an area to try to maintain the humidity level. But again, we're having a high pressure pump, dictates when the system turns on or off based on the amount of water that's being evaporated out into space. Applications where this would be used would be in a lot of different digital lab type applications or digital prepress, where you've got a lot of area that you need to cover. Digital photography areas where you want to control that static humidity. Some of your larger press areas, some of your larger commercial type applications where you've got a low ceiling height. And so that's perfect for that, because even with air conditioning, we can overcome that with the amount of nozzles we can put into play. And so typically what we're trying to do is we will use these units. It's pretty lightweight, about 27 pounds. And each of the applications that we have, we're going to be dropping from the ceiling. And you can actually hear it. It's very quiet. And again, this would be mounted on the wall. But you see it's a very nice, very good shape water coming out. And it's got enough spacing and enough fan behind it that it's going to flash evaporate very cleanly out into space. Now, obviously this would be hanging a little bit higher, but still there's going to be no fallout on the floor. Each one of these fans is very low energy. It's a computer fan basically, but altogether it's less than 1/2 amp of power. So that's very low energy on 120 volt, 1/2 amp. Very clean spray. This would be mounted up against the wall, but very quiet series as well, as you can tell. Very clean, very nice, great application for a lot of these drop ceiling areas where you don't want a lot of noise.